everybody, welcome back. So today I have decided that we are going to go to Wally World. We're going to go to Walmart and I want to take about $6 with me. And I'm going to try to get enough food to feed my family breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My family of 5. And I'm trying to just spend around $6. So we have a lot of Thanksgiving sales going on right now and I'm trying to take advantage of that. So 2025, everything's super expensive, but I think we can do this. So let's go try to do an emergency meal plan for my family for around $6 at Walmart. I want to go check to see if we have any clearanced out breads today. So this isn't really how I like to see it. I like to see it below that. But Colin found this. It's a Buell. I don't know if that would be enough. Right. So that many. A croissant. $1.13. We broken? We're good. Gosh. It's cheaper to buy the bag. We could get some nutrition from a good old sweet tater. Oh yes, they went back down to $1.97. Let's do this. This is tiny. But look at that stem I'm not going to use. I'm breaking that off. We are back home and I'm going to show you what I decided to go with. I think I did pretty good. I got some nutritional foods. Some processed. It's fine. It's fine. Fat is best. So I'm going to show you what I got. I got a lot of stuff. And I only spent $6 even. This was $6 even. Hot dogs, $1. Mac and cheese, got 2 boxes, 58 cents a piece. Oopsie. 6 eggs, $1.13. A little bitty crown of broccoli, the tiniest thing you ever did see. This came out to 33 cents. 1 russet potato, this was 61 cents. And I got 2 sweet potatoes. This came out to $1.77 for both of them, making my total exactly $6. Okay, so you're probably wondering what I want to do with all of this. I have some things in mind, okay? I want to start this tomorrow. First thing in the morning, breakfast. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow what we're going to be doing with all of this food that I got for $6 even. So I have decided, Brecky, we're taking a tater. We're taking one singular tater. You just heard Ryder open his door very aggressively. He's a teenager, that's what they do. And then we're going to take 5 of the eggs. We're going to make a tater scramble for Brecky. My sister Emily hates it when I call breakfast Brecky. I don't know why. But I do it just because. Anyways, we're going to do breakfast. We're going to do a tater scramble. 1 tater, you say? We can stretch this. Plus, it's a pretty big tater. So, let's make some breakfast. Okay, I have my pan here. If you have some oil, start out with a little bit of oil. If you don't have any oil, you could use some water to keep it from sticking to help it cook a little bit. You could even use some water and put a lid on it and help it steam the potatoes. I'm going to go old-fashioned with my tater chopping today. I'm going to do it like my mama. I'm keeping the skin on. I wash it real good. And I'm going to dice directly into the skillet like you're supposed to. Just like so. Just making little tiny dices. And if you dice them small, they cook a little bit faster. Dice them big, they'll take a little bit longer. Sometimes when I dice like this, people say I scare them. I'm going to cut my fingers. Sometimes I do. But 99% of the time, I'm pretty good. I was raised to cut my veggies like this. See, the pads of her thumbs were kind of tough. And you notice I put my thumb right there to catch the knife. Usually, it stops it before I can even cut myself. I don't have a lid that fits my skillet here, so it's going to be too big. But that's okay. This will work. I'm putting the lid on it so those potatoes can create steam and help cook them on the inside a little faster. Go ahead and scramble up these eggs. I'm going to use 5 because there's 5 of us. A little pinch of salt for them eggs and a little pinch of pepper. Yes, I do believe my potatoes are done. Pouring in those eggs. I added about 1/4 cup of water to the eggs to help stretch those out, and it helps make them kind of fluffy. If you have milk, you can actually use milk instead of water. Milk really helps them get fluffy and adds a creamy texture. But to stretch them a little bit, I like to add milk or water. And in this case, I use water. And here's breakfast. We have eggs and potatoes. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And $100 says Braden's going to put ketchup in his. And I might too. Good morning, Brady. How's Brecky? Hot.
Welcome.
I love you. Lunch. Cheese. That's not right. We're doing the mac and cheese. 2 boxes of mac and cheese. And I am going to put our last egg in it for protein. Nobody will know because I do it all the time. I almost tossed in the cheese packet. Ryder, grab it. Ryder just threw noodles everywhere. On one little egg, I gotta have it whisked up and ready to go. Okay, the noodles are done, and I went ahead and poured out most of the water except like 1 inch that's left in there, and I'm gonna use that pasta water to make the sauce. I love mac and cheese, by the way. I think I've said this 500 times, but Kraft mac and cheese was invented during the Great Depression, a way to feed your family for the cheap. There were so many times when I was growing up, we didn't have butter or milk, and I would have to use pasta water to make the mac and cheese. And y'all, it's still just as good. Can't tell a single difference. I almost forgot my egg. So I'm going to pour this in there really fast and get to stirring so it doesn't curdle. I've removed it from the heat so it wouldn't overcook those eggs and make it hard in there, and it would be weird. Okay, I'm going to salt and pepper just like normal, and it's done. Simple, super simple. You don't have to have fancy, complicated food to have good food and to be able to feed your family. Basic is good. Ryder's enjoying his mac. He's getting ready to go in the woods. Can you tell? Ryder, where'd you go? I can't see you. I see floating Mac. I'm a loser. I'm sorry. It is dinner time, so I think I'm going to do a sheet pan meal. I'm going to utilize both my sweet taters, my little bitty crown of broccoli, and these hot dogs. I'm kind of using a little bit of inspiration from like a smoked sausage type sheet pan meal, but instead of smoked sausage, we're using hot dogs because it's a sausage. You know, it has smoke flavor added. This is going to be delicious. Let's go. I want to peel my sweet potatoes. I like to peel my sweet taters with a peeler because it's just easier. Sweet taters are so hard to dice and peel, and this is just more simple. I love the smell of a sweet tater. What do y'all do with the peelings of a sweet potato? I know with regular Idaho or russet potatoes, I like to make them into like a little crispy snack, like little chips. Do you do that with sweet tater skins? I've never tried that before. Now, usually when I'm doing sweet potatoes, I personally like the skins. The boys don't. Braden actually prefers no sweet potatoes. He can eat them in some instances, like when I chop them up into a sheet pan meal like this. But if it's just sweet tater, he ain't gonna touch it. I hate cutting sweet taters. That's why I like them baked. And this is a good knife too. I love a good raw sweet tater too. Do you guys like to eat them raw? Oh, I do. Going in with the Big Daddy. And then dice them up. I guess the moral of the story is you just have to have a Big Daddy knife. I'm going to wash my sweet potatoes thoroughly. Oh my God! That one potato made so many potatoes. I forgot I had a whole other sweet tater sitting here. Gotta cut another one. There we go. Now I'm going to wash all of the sweet potatoes. Dice up my little bit of broccoli. Got the broccoli to add a little bit of nutrition and a little bit of color. Oh, so many sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a massive sale right now, pretty much everywhere because of Thanksgiving. And sweet potatoes last a long time. So if you would like to stock up on sweet potatoes, keep them in a cool, dark place. They will last you a couple of months. Just going to douse this with a little bit of oil. If you don't have oil, douse it with a little bit of extra water to help those taters cook. Salt. Pepper. Good old toss, and I'm going to pop these in the oven before I put the broccoli or those hot dogs on it, because these have to cook a little bit first because they're root vegetables and they take a bit longer to cook. So I'm going to put them in the oven on 375. I say I'm going to let these cook for about 20 minutes before I add the rest. Beautiful potatoes. My broccoli's cut up. I'm going to go ahead and dice up my hot dogs so they're ready when I need them. And I'm going to cut them on the diagonal so there's more surface area and it makes them look fancy. I do it because it makes them look fancy, but somebody in my comments the other day said, people do that because there's more surface area and you can season it better and things like that. But I was like, okay, but I like it because it looks fancy. It doesn't look like just a plain hot dog when you cut it on the diagonal. My broccoli's cut up. I'm going to go ahead and dice up my hot dogs so they're ready when I need them. And I'm going to cut them on the diagonal so there's more surface area and it makes them look fancy. I do it because it makes them look fancy, but somebody in my comments the other day said, people do that because there's more surface area and you can season it better and things like that. But I was like, okay, but I like it because it looks fancy. It doesn't look like just a plain hot dog when you cut it on the diagonal. Perfection. I'm only going to put the broccoli on like 2/3 of it because Colin doesn't like broccoli. I have tried. He gags. Whatever. It's fine. Everybody has likes and dislikes. His is broccoli. Broccoli's just for color anyways. Go our hot dogs. Oil on top to help those hot dogs along. A little bit of pepper for the hot dogs. I'm treating them like smoked sausage. Bam! Okay, back in the oven for, I would say, 7 minutes. And dinner is done. We have a large sheet pan meal, sweet taters, broccoli, and hot dogs. But they're pretty, and I'm treating them like smoked sausage. Look, everybody, it's Colin! Woo! All right, Colin. Dinner. How is it?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right, let's go. Good hot dog. How about the sweet taters? Oh, the hot dog made him pass out. Oh, goodness. All right, there you have it. I fed my family breakfast, lunch, dinner for $6. And if you're wondering if breakfast was kind of small, I agree. It was kind of small, but it has to be small for us because we don't normally eat breakfast. So small is best, and most of the time, 90% of the time, we don't even eat breakfast. Our stomachs just aren't awake. So if we do, it has to be something small. And personally, for my family, if we were in this situation and we had to have an emergency meal plan, we would probably totally skip breakfast and use the extra funds to make lunch or dinner more bulky. I just wanted to include breakfast because a lot of people asked me to, and that's just something that I would do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys. I will see you next video. Remember, as always, be positive and kind. Be happy. Let other people be happy. Don't rain on nobody's parade. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you later, daters. Bye.